Okay, ladies and gents, what is up? It is your favorite Asian robot who forgot to put his music on. Anyway, today I'll be covering the hammer, and I'm going to show you how to run the top hammer build right now. For those of you that actually want to deal damage to the behemoth and don't want to spend all your time dodging just to survive, alright? I've had a lot of people actually ask me, like, how can you not lose flawless? But look, you do 0 DPS if you're dead, okay? The reason why so many people can be top of the leaderboards yet get no subscribers, no interaction, is because they have stopped caring about their audience. They have stopped caring about actually helping Slayers survive, okay? I'm sorry, but no matter how you want to dissect it, it's an elitist mentality to think that Slayers can survive without any survival items put into their build, okay? I minimize that, but I ensure that it is perfectly balanced, as all things should be. And that is exactly what this build is going to give you. So, check it out. Bomb Cyclone will be your weapon first, alright? Then you'll have a Berserker Cell and a Molten Cell. Now, if you really need to, you can swap this Berserker Cell for a Parasitic, if you need the survival. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. Berserker Cell, Molten Cell, Mighty Landbreaker is going to be a special for the extra damage. Alright, Extended Clip, as always for hammers, good for priming and good for your Aether Charged Ammo. Pangar's Rampage will be your bond, alright, because the UE is amazing. Now you have Iceborne as your Omnicell, okay. Skarn's Defiance as your Lantern with a Molten Cell. Sight of Stone with a Toughness Cell here. You'll have your Scravewing Jacket with an Adrenaline Cell. You'll have Torgador's Brawn with an Overpower Cell. And Volcanic Treads with the Tenacious Cell. Alright, overall, what this build is going to give you, alright, is +6 Adrenaline, which is very good if you're priming your ammo, because it's very easy to drain your stamina with a hammer. +6 Molten, which is also going to help you in terms of attack speed, burning immunity, movement speed, everything. +6 Overpower, okay, because, listen, you're running a stagger weapon. There's no reason not to have Overpower in it. +6 Tenacious. Now, the only time you don't want Overpower is if you're suddenly running Heroics, but I've never run Heroics with Hammer. The reason is because I find them too slow for Heroics. So, for leveling mainly, +6 Overpower will do just fine. +6 Tenacious. With this build, you have 1,550 hit points, which gives you 30% bonus damage using Tenacious. The +6 Toughness increases your healing, which benefits your Iceborne, as well as benefits your Tenacious damage, as well as just helps you survive. +3 Berserker, that's 20% extra damage, very useful, and the Knockout King comes from your Pangar's Bond, which is also very useful by increasing your stagger damage, means knocking down faster, which triggers Overpower faster. Okay, let's go see this build in action. Now, for those of you that don't want to see that, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe right now. You can choose to drop a tip if you want to keep the channel running via the link in the description of the video. You can choose to become a channel member if you'd like, alright, or send a super thanks on YouTube. Every little bit you do helps keep the channel running. Okay, now, let's go into a hunting ground like I always do, and we'll show you the build in action. Okay? Yeah. We'll go to about Thunderwatch, 6 to 9 levels higher, which should be just about right. Okay? With a hammer, I don't like to go too far because I'm not that skilled, so average about 7 levels higher would be about my limit. Normally, as I always mention, please only hunt behemoths that are about 3 to 4 levels higher, 4 to 5 levels higher than you in the early stages, and 3 to 4 levels higher than you in the later stages. The reason is because excessively high level behemoths don't actually benefit you aside from taking extra time to kill. Alright, your maximum amount of XP that you can gain in the normal hunting grounds outside of Blazeworks is actually only 259. That's the maximum amount that you can get. Alright, you don't need to go for 259. What you want to go for is the most efficient kill time, and that is about 3 levels higher. In fact, on the highest level hunting grounds, I go to about 2 to 3 levels higher. The reason is because it just makes so much more sense in terms of your kill time. Like, if you're killing a behemoth every 50 seconds, then even if you're only receiving 144 XP, that's way better than taking 3 minutes to kill a behemoth and then receiving the 259 XP. You don't want that. You want to go for speed and efficiency, especially in the later hunting grounds, if you choose to use hunting grounds instead of escalations for your leveling. Okay, The nearest creature is a Drasky boy, so we're gonna go over there. He is 120 meters away. So the main thing to remember about this build is that you have a buff that you can activate right from the start, but usually I do not activate it right from the start. Instead, what I will do is I'll throw my Iceborne. Now, this one I've got to be cautious because if I take too much damage, I'm going to die. You do not want that. Okay, grab your Moltons. Let the Drast perform whatever attack it wants to. You should be very close to a stagger, right? And then after that, you can definitely get your buff on. And once you've got your buff on, there's no fear anymore. Your job is basically go ham. That's about it. See? Very simple, very easy. Bada bing, bada boom. Buff yourself. Now, if you like have a low amount of ammo, it's okay to mix ammo like that. Okay. It's not a difficult process. And oh shit, it's dead. Okay, so as you can see, it's not much of a challenge to beat down a creature that is 9 levels higher. You can. All right, but if it's an ice creature, you will probably struggle. And I'll just be honest about that because this is an ice heavy hammer. Okay. And hammers are reliant on the amount of stagger damage they do. Once that gets limited because you've got the same element, you don't want to be taking on creatures that are too much of a high level. This is a combat showcase, so of course we do it like we go full on with that shit. But please remember that just because we are doing it here doesn't mean that it is ideal or, you know, something that you should carry out in normal combat. You don't want that. Now, one thing which you want to be careful of is the fact that if you go too hard, you will die. Okay? So your healing, unlike with the parasitic build, is not that much because you're reliant on your Iceborne only to heal you. All right, and the hammer actually doesn't do that much damage until it's been buffed. So be very cautious about that and how much damage you're taking. So be aware. All right, if you're careless, you will end up taking too much damage. And look, you've got damage reduction and shielding, but it also isn't that much. So be very cautious about how much damage you're taking. That's something that a lot of people need to be aware of when they're playing with the hammer. Okay, and also if you're fighting creatures way above your level, that's something else you have to be aware of. It will not be a problem when you're fighting creatures about 3 or 4 levels higher, but as you can see, in that situation, it's very easy to get comboed and die. Now, of course, that was intentional. But please, dear God, be very careful. Don't think that you'll be invulnerable with this build, because as much as I like to purport the fact that my builds are top tier, you do not want to just excessively swing and die. Please do not do that. Please be smart about how you use the build. Okay? So there we go. We've killed 2 creatures about 9 levels higher. I've shown you the different circumstances, one where you're playing to the best and one where you're taking excessive damage. Please know that that should not be the ideal case. Okay? You want to just kill the creatures, move on. All right. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you watching this video. I hope you had fun, and I hope you have fun using this hammer build. If you like my videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, you want to keep it running, please make sure that you drop a tip via the link in the description of the video. Everything you send helps the channel keep running. You can also grab a channel membership or send a super thanks on YouTube. And here's a big thank you to October's top supporters. Thank you to Bravo7910, Crampy D, Johnny Nara, FNX Killer 43, Zavi Uzumaki, Alien Frost 80, Kazmanta, my lovely girl, Yuki no Kami, J Money 13, Ravix, Starbuzz, Rogue Assassin, and Arshalis Guard Z. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all on the next one.